Hey everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Chrono Cross playthrough. Today we are making our way into the Dead Sea. Or the Sea of Eden, who knows what it's called, we keep using it interchangeably. But yes, welcome to the Dead Sea where everything is not quite as it seems. Time seems to be standing still except in the sky where the clouds keep on passing. But there's something in the distance that we need to make our way towards. So, first things first, it may look like the overworld, but it's not the overworld. We can in fact pick up a treasure chest here for an anti-red. If you try and save as well, you can do so. So don't worry about that. These records of fate here aren't actually save points. It's worth bearing in mind. But anyway, here we are. First thing I want to do is head up here. There is only one enemy and we're going to run into it right now. These are Geos, 208 HP, black innate, quite weak. The problem is, of course, that Sprig insists on missing everything, and Lynx also misses a lot of things, and Geos might be defensively weak, but they can be a bit of a problem offensively if you hang around for too long. Okay, so now we've hit level 5, we're finally going to get our doppelgang off. Once again, White Knight is quite insane. Something to bear in mind is that with the field effect, it can be quite black innate dominated, especially considering the characters we're using. Harley, Lynx, both black innate. White Knight is also black innate. So we just need to be a bit careful. Because we are super weak to any white innate stuff. But fortunately, there's only one white innate enemy in this area. Or that we're going to encounter in this episode even. That we need to worry about. But that it's also incredibly weak. But yep, that's the Geos. Nothing really to worry about. I'll probably deliberately run into them so that we can maybe get a mini level up. But yeah, they're not really a threat. So first thing I want to do is come down here. We're going to pick ourselves up a capsule. We could go up. Alternatively, we can go treasure hunting for everything else. So I actually want to come back down here. You may see that treasure in the bottom right hand corner. However, before we can get that, we actually have to go to another screen. Okay, and we actually got our mini level up now, which was very quick. Lynx got a slight increase in magic, Sprig in strength, and Harley in strength as well, and magic. Again, we don't care too much about the defensive stats. The strength and magic is really where it's at. But yeah. Okay, so I can now actively try and avoid the rest of the enemies. Man, that was very quick. Okay. So, what else do I need to do? First thing I need to do is go up this ladder. There is a Geos rather inappropriately there. It's just going to keep an eye on us. We don't want to interact with it. There we go. It's eventually going to move. The Geo, similar to the Paperboys in Fort Dragonia, can appear and disappear, so just be aware of that. We're also going to get another Mithril over here. And then there is a treasure chest there. How are we going to get that treasure chest? Don't worry, I will show you. Now I want to go back to the first treasure chest we actually saw in this area. We're going to open up, get free fall, and then, like its namesake, we are going to free fall back to the very start of the area. There is one more treasure chest to pick up as we avoid that Geos. The Geoses will not really track you. They can be quite easy to avoid. Now, as you would have seen, there was one treasure chest that we missed out on. We need to be careful because the Geos may run into us. Especially, even if you can't see it, it's still there. It's down there at the bottom somewhere. So just be aware of that. But yeah, that's all the treasure we can get here. Alright, now we're going to go back to where we were originally. Up these stairs again. Again, there's a Geos here. Just be aware. Up to the next screen. And you'll notice there's a boss. And right next to the boss, there's a character from Chrono Trigger that you may or may not recognize. If you think you know who it is, just drop it in the comments below. But yeah, so this is actually a boss. This is the Highwayman. 2000 HP, white in 8, and a whole load of trouble. 8 action points. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing I want to do is get Sprig into the doppelgang as quickly as possible. Highwayman is a problem, and you'll see why. Very, very physically adept. Does a lot, outputs a lot of damage. So we're going to change into the White Knight to try and do as much damage as possible. And then, similar to previous boss strategies, we're going to strengthen White Knight and also turn the White Knight. The White Knight white. There we go. Got there in the end. Lynx is up next. We're just going to do a weak attack to unlock element level 1. Like so. Going to strengthen. And then Harley again. Please hit the 93%. Thank you very much. Turn the White Knight white. Got there in the end. Okay, now with the White Knight, I want to keep going until we run out of stamina, so we're going to do a 1-3 combination. Look at that, that's not too bad. Now, the Highwayman packs a punch, so it's not just enough for us to power up the White Knight. We also need to get Lynx involved in the action as well. So we're going to do another weak attack and then also turn Lynx white. Yeah, don't turn the Highwayman white, turn the Lynx white instead. Okay, now back with Harley. We want to get 4 weak attacks in. Get her to level 4, hopefully nothing misses. Good stuff. Back to the White Knight. Everything, you know, everything is pre-calculated. We're just trying to output as much damage as possible. Okay, so this is a very powerful ability, Exhaust Gas. It's going to do quite a bit of damage to Lynx and White Knight because they're white in 8. And it also has the ability to blind everyone. So you'll notice here, Lynx now only has like a 45% chance of hitting his really weak abilities. Harley also very low. So that's why we got Harley to level 4. Because she's the one with Panaceas. We need to Panacea the darkness off the White Knight. It's far more important to get that off the White Knight than it is off Lynx. Okay, so the 1 missed, but the 2-2 did not. That's actually incredibly fortunate considering everything. We're going to do another 3-3 with White Knight, and we're hoping that this is enough damage. No, so we're going to now go into Rampage. And Lynx actually survives that, which is amazing. Not guaranteed, obviously. If Lynx does not, if it hits the White Knight and the White Knight dies, you need to find a way of reviving Sprig. Ooh, I was kind of hoping we could get a panacea off, but that's okay. We'll instead push it so that the White Knight does 2 more 3s. Because even though the Strengthen wears off, the Eagle Eye... Sorry, not the Eagle Eye. Even though the Strengthen and the Turn White has worn off, the White Knight's still going to do enough damage to finish this off. Again, we'd love everyone to survive. If someone dies and you can't revive them, feel free to run away and try again. So, once again, we're going to get our level ups. Link's and Sprig's level ups are meh. Harley's are really good. We want to heal here. We don't actually use any of our items or the elements, the consumable elements. But yes, there is once again the character from Chrono Trigger. And if you don't want to end up like that dude on the floor there, why don't you like the video to help support the channel and boost the channel up the algorithm? It would be much appreciated. So, you'll notice that despite this being the overworld, there are some enemies that are moving about. And it's really easy to avoid them, so I'm going to. But there are 2 treasure chests we can pick up. There's anti-blue. See how easy it is to avoid them? They don't even track you. Anyway, there's anti-blue. There's also anti-yellow. They stop enemies from doing the elements of that colour. So we need to head into the city ruins next. And there's a few chests we want to pick up. There's the resistance belt. Let's run into the enemies here. I just want to show off this particular enemy. This is the Robo Ducky, 450 HP. That's quite a lot, you might think. Yes, but it's very weak and it's white innate. So the only impressive thing about Robo Ducky is in fact its HP. Nothing to write home about. Let's see if we can get Sprig into White Knight territory. Yeah, why not? White Knight is a very, very powerful doppelganger. Not only good for bosses, it makes the random encounters also slightly easier as well. Okay, yeah, let's risk it for a biscuit here with Harley. Wow, nice, good job. Okay, that's Robo Ducky. I will probably do the rest of those kind of fights off screen. We are still looking for a mini level up. Let's see if I can avoid the Geos. Yes, nice try, Mr. Geos. We get the Kung Fu shoes. We're still looking for those mini level ups, but it's all good. Okay, now that that's done, I want to make my way to the left here. And we're going to head down and climb up this ladder. Like so. Now that we're here, there is a treasure chest that contains an earring of light. This is actually... I'm going to show it off. If I just go to my equipment here. I'm very happy with my current setup. If I go show you the earring of light, increases the amount of HP you have during battle. At the moment, we have the gold earring, but the earring of light will actually increase that further. You'll see it. You'll see it later on. So you don't actually see how much it increases the maximum HP by until you get into the battle. Silver earring is 10%, I believe. Gold earring is 20%. I believe earring of light is 30%. So anyway, we want to examine this. And Norris knows about electrical engineering. Of course he does. And similar to Chrono Trigger, we're about to get a glimpse of the future. Oh, yeah, the monitor works now. And yes, that is who you think it is. So, Lavos, for those of you who don't know, in Chrono Trigger, Lavos is the big bad. In 65 65 million BC, he descends to planet Earth and crashes in the form of a meteor. Lavos means big fire in the ancient language, if I remember correctly. So we're going to ask Norris to tell us more about this. So when Lavos awakes, the planet will... Well, who knows? You'll have to play Chrono Trigger to find out. So yeah. But the thing that Lavos does happens in the year 1999 AD. Okay, so time to head out. Just as a reminder, there are two types of people in this world. People who understand that Chrono Cross is a sequel to Chrono Trigger, and people that don't understand Chrono Cross's plot. Okay, now that that's done, there is another treasure chest we can pick up here. Okay, and in this chest, we get the stamina ring. Okay, now that that's done, that's all we can pick up in this area. So, it's time to see what else we can do. First of all, there is another chest here. Found ourselves an anti-green, and there's also another enemy. These are gremlins, 280 HP, green and 8. So, there's only one thing to do, and that is to use a lot of level 1 attacks with Sprig to try and get something as quickly as possible. They have a rather annoying turn 1 ability, which will poison you. It is what it is. All that matters is that we get to White Knight as quickly as possible. Like so. Also, like, there is an argument where if you run into 4 of one enemy, you should really just run away at the first opportunity. It's not always possible. Sometimes there are enemies that literally will only appear in groups of 4. And in fact, we're going to run into such an enemy in the future, very, very soon. You have been warned. Oh, nice hit there from Lynx. That's good. Here we go, another toxic breath. And we're going to, in fact, get an all-green field, which would be great for Sprig if Sprig was currently green and 8. But she's not, as we missed a 99%er. I do not believe it. That's a lie. I 100% believe it. Why not? Why wouldn't I just miss that? That's so annoying. It happens. It does happen. 96%, I do apologise. But the accuracy goes up regardless of whether you hit or miss by the looks of things, which is... No, that's not right. Ignore that. That's me talking absolute horse poo. Anyway, yeah, missing a 96% is a bit rough. It's sending me mad! But yeah, there we go. There's some gremlins. Don't forget to heal the poison. Not allocate, use. That's why we bought the extra antidotes, by the way. It's not the reason. It's a reason why we bought antidotes. There are other uses for the antidote later on. And from that battle, we also received some mini level ups. Lynx gets a strength level up. Sprig gets nothing. And Harley gets strength and magic. Again, absolutely amazing. Harley is going to be an absolute beast. Yeah, we'll just use our heal-alls. Again, the gremlins can poison us. Really irritating. Very quickly just going to heal up. There we go. Okay. And so we have made our way to that shadowy structure that was mentioned at the beginning of this episode. But we're actually going to do that in the next episode. Slightly shorter today, I know. but there's a good reason why this episode is being split in two. Because at the end of the next episode, we're going to be fighting one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. You don't want to miss that. Thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like on the video. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye!